So today you're at the Lakeland Elementary School replacement table. I'm Roger Brown, Deputy Superintendent.
Lucy Anderson, Principal of Lakeland.
And I'm Jorge Tiscareña, I'm with the architects.
So why a Lakeland Elementary School replacement table? Well, when Jorge and his team started the facility assessment well over a year ago, as we started planning for the next bond and looking at all of our facilities, one of the things that really stuck out to us was Lakeland Elementary School, built in 1960. So, over 50 years old. And one of the things that we noticed is that if we were to go in and renovate and try to bring Lakeland up to the standards of today, it would be about a $22 million investment. So here is...
I got it here.
Oh, you got a picture there? So here is our latest elementary school, Groves Elementary, that just opened this school year.
And this is Lakeland.
This is Lakeland. It's really hard.
I spent a lot of years there.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
This is photos of the new one.
Yeah, that's photos of the new Groves. Even if we invested $22 million, we are not going to get Groves Elementary School out of that. And there was a gentleman here that really brought up a good point at the last go-round. He said, yes, and you never know what's going to happen when you start pulling down the walls, and then you get the fire marshal involved, which is great. That's not a knock on the fire marshal. They're just saying, hey, you know what? Wow, 1960, 2017, we need to make some changes. And so there's cost in that. So when you get behind walls, there's cost you don't even know there's cost to yet.
Right.
And so $22 million, or is it time to start having that discussion about rebuilding? Like, let's give them a new school. Let's bring them up to the Grove standard, or maybe even beyond. Because that's what you always try to do with your next elementary. How can we make it even better? And so that would be a $32 to $35 million investment. So as a community, and for these kids, and for all of our kids, is it not better to go ahead and spend that extra money and bring them up to the standards of today? Just worth the discussion. Now, if you were to ask me, could you do some good things with $22 million? Absolutely. Absolutely, we could do some good things. We just wouldn't get the Groves. So that's why we're here. That's why this is on the table for discussion as your group, as a committee, just to get your thoughts on that and what you think. So Lucy can talk because she lives it every day. She's there every day.
I live it and I love it. The bones are good. They're solid. They were built to withstand a nuclear war because it was designed in 1950 at the end of the Cold War, right? So it's a squat cinder building with very little natural light, low ceilings. Roger's been joking about it.
I meant to do this, and so this will chime in right where you are. Here's the entry to Groves. Yeah, and as you walk through there's a lot of natural lighting, which is what we're really trying to do. And we'll talk about collaboration spaces later. Here's a typical hallway at Lakeland.
There's a lot of pictures of the hallways at Lakeland, and the building is kept clean. They just repainted, and the paint is very exciting for all of us. But it is still, you're still painting your 1998 Explorer.
That's generous. Are you looking to tear down, rebuild on the same ground?
So there's a plan.
Yeah.
Yes, there is a plan to rebuild. It actually will be more toward the back, but then we'll actually do some facing, and so we will have some demolition of the buildings. We'll have to bring some temporaries, so you'll still have all the population of kids there, and then build a new one and then replace it.
And it's pretty quick when they do it like that, because we'll still be there. The kids will still be coming to our school.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I want to ask. What's going to happen with the students?
You stay there.
Stay there.
They stay there, but we would have to bring in some T buildings. I mean, so you do it in phases. And
we have limited playground space, but I think really, as far as the community is concerned, Lakeland is, by the way, if you go from Lakeland and you just go as a crow flies on a diagonal towards the corner of Houston in 1960, you will go over Lakeland, and it is it's on a lot of property. So there is room.
Oh yeah, there's room to do
You
that.
know.
So if you were to drive there, or you were to go there today, don't
It's
think
about-
about where it sits right now, because these guys are masters at like, oh no, we can do that. We can bring the parking here. So you can't think of it where it is now. And how would they do that?
And we have some pictures, speaking of parking, we don't have any. On a regular day, there's parking all up and down the street just to host our teachers.
It's always an issue.
What you basically prefer, to rebuild or to make new constructions?
To
What do you
remodel.
prefer?
So as a principal, you know, although I will do whatever this committee decides, no doubt, and we're going to provide a great education with a new building. It's kind of like that 1998 Explorer versus your, 2017 Lexus. We have Bluetooth, right?
Do you have a Lexus?
I don't, but with a 2014 Camry, okay.
There you go. Now we're talking my language.
But with the new building, so right now Lakeland has 12 student teachers that are working with our current teachers at the school, and we host student teachers anytime we can, because Lakeland is a little kind of an urban school in a suburban community. So we have the support of this district, but we host a population that is just really it's very diverse, and it has a diverse set of needs as well. And so, given the student teachers that we're training, given the needs of our children, and the fact that there's 770 of them on campus, we just don't have flexible spaces. So I've been showing off this picture, which is a picture of our only multi-purpose room that we have in the building. So this is where we do all our staff development. If there's more than one class that wants to get together and do some learning together, this is the only flexible space that we have. Or if we're hosting a different group or something like that, that is what we use.
How many students? What's your population?
770.
So let's take a look. Go ahead. I'm sorry, sir.
I was going to say, what are you going to grow to?
So the prediction says that by 2020 we'll be at I can't remember what the
Say
number.
8,
something,
50,
or, yeah.
right in there.
So, and I think that the other thing is that some of our kids just decide that they're not going to go there.